Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned. Hello, great people. Welcome back to Global Happenings. Today, we are so excited to have you again. What has happened to Ike Ekeremadu far away in UK has triggered a lot of reactions from Nigerians, and Nigerians seems to be overly uncomfortable with the passing of that judgment. Some people say it's okay for it to take place, but then Nigerians feel that it's a way of trampling on our own sovereignty and also Nigeria's personality, considering who Ike Ekeremadu is. And Garba Shehu have this to say, which in conclusion demands summoning the UK ambassador to Nigeria. Also, in a related development, you will get to hear what Sonia Ike Ekeremadu, the daughter of Ike Ekeremadu, have to say after the judgment was passed. Don't forget that all the wahaha that the parents have found themselves in is because of her. And also, in another development, the young man who is behind all this wahala for Ike Ekeremadu has cried out to the court that they shouldn't allow him to come back to Nigeria. We're going to be sharing all the stories in a jiffy. The former APC presidential aspirant Adamu Gaba has spoken over the jailing of Ike Ekeremadu, former deputy Senate president of Nigeria. In his tweet, which I'm going to quote in full, Gaba says, "I really don't like this. I see it as a dent upon the image of our country and its sovereignty. A whole former deputy Senate president to serve a jail term in a foreign land? What kind of country are we?" I saw some plead from different people for his release, most notably from the former President Obasanjo and the Speaker of House of Representatives, but this isn't enough. If Nigeria is serious on this issue, we should immediately summon a UK ambassador to Nigeria, express our displeasure with the situation, minding not the attitude of Senator Ike Ekeremadu, but on the institution he represents. Then perhaps afterward negotiate within our diplomatic basket for what we can give them in order to get him back to Nigeria. I am sure there are a whole lot of diplomatic gives and takes to tidy up and bring Senator Ike Ekeremadu and his wife to serve their jail term in Nigeria. Why do we have a mutual legal assistance treaty with the UK? What are the terms? How can we improve on it? I don't like the idea that a former deputy Senate president is serving a jail term in the UK. Honestly, I don't. Allowing such to happen started during Obasanjo's administration when they mistakenly, in the name of fighting corruption, allowed late Governor Alamesia and former Governor Ibori to serve jail terms in a foreign land. That was a bad precedent, and we should be mindful of such unwholesome, unpatriotic mistakes. Nigeria is a sovereign state with its laws, principles, and justice system, equal enough to administer justice and apply sanction on breach of law. We must stand up for our institution and protect their sovereignty in the name of our national interest. Adamu Gaba. That was what Adamu Gaba had to say. Also, in a related development, the daughter of Ike Ekeremadu has finally broken her silence over the case of Sonia Ekeremadu. In a chat with the BBC News Pidgin, Sonia said that she understood their convictions, but she disagreed with the judgment. According to her, she said, "I understand the conviction. However, I personally disagree with them. However, that now from very biased perspective as their daughter, I go obviously always back my parents. However, the law don't take in course. We just need to move on as one family." Sonia Ekeremadu is currently undergoing dialysis. The former deputy Senate president's daughter described her ailment as nephrotic syndrome. Recall that Senator Ike Ekeremadu, his wife, and the medical middleman were sentenced to jail for conspiring to bring a market trader to Britain from Lagos as he could provide an organ for their 25-year-old daughter, Sonia Ekeremadu. Hmm. Also, the young man has aid his mind on what he is expecting and his fear to return back to Nigeria. According to the news, David Nwamini, the would-be kidney donor in the organ trafficking case that sent Senator Ike Ekeremadu, 60-year-old, to jail, has said he wanted to remain and work in the UK as they could arrest him or kill him in Nigeria. His impact statement was read in court at the sentencing that saw Ekeremadu, his wife Beatrice, 56, and Dr. Middleman Obinna Obeta, 51, jailed 10 years and 8 months, 4 years and 6 months, and 10 years, respectively. The three were found guilty at the Old Valley of conspiring to arrange the travel of the young man with a view to exploiting him for his body part. The Ekeremadu 25-year-old daughter, Sonia, has a severe kidney disease. It was for her the donor was sourced and brought to the UK. According to David, he was approached with an opportunity to work in the UK, which he had always dreamed of, but never thought would happen. He, Dr. Obinna Obeta, did not tell me he brought me here for this reason. He did not tell me anything about this. I would have not agreed to any of these. My body is not for sale. I worry for my safety in Nigeria. Those people can do anything. I think they could arrest or kill me in Nigeria. My plan now is to work and to get an education and to play football, David said, adding that he does not want to claim compensation from the bad people as it would be curse and bad luck. He also said someone wished his father in Nigeria and asked the father to get him to drop the case. Although it is lawful to donate a kidney, it becomes criminal if there is a reward. The Ekeremadu were arrested on June 21 last year as they arrived at Heathrow Airport. Very interesting, I must say. But then, one of the most important for me is the statement of Shewa Damo, what his standpoint in respect to all of this, that it's a way of trampling on the sovereignty and the dignity of Nigeria as a country. We have laws, and those laws are enough to, stand in and protect any citizen of Nigeria. And it's really wrong for a man of Ike Ekeremadu's reputation to, save jail time in faraway country like UK. But looking at the situation on ground, Nigerians have really spoken. Someone say equality before the law. Everyone should be treated as one. He should serve for his wrongdoing. UK isn't Nigeria, where some cabals are above the law. Another one here says the height of it was when you said, I quote, what kind of country are we? Then tell you, here. Nigeria will touch everyone, including you, just they play. Even Buhari, as he finished his tenure, he'll say same thing you just said soon. Another person here say a whole president-elect is a drug baron. A whole president-elect committed perjuries. A whole somebody. The one say apart from the fact that the crime wasn't committed in Nigeria, the crime wasn't even committed as a Nigerian citizen. It was committed as a British citizen because he traveled with his British passport. Another person said, you ask a honest question, what country are we? The question or the answer is that you are in the only country in the world where drug baron will be allowed to occupy the highest office. This one here says, I say same view. And this is not about superiority because the law is above, the law. I'll take that again. He said, I share same view, and this is not about superiority before the law or about protecting the person of the offender. No, it is about the institution he represents. The jail term can be served in Nigeria, but we need to show more seriousness in managing our affairs. Another person here talking said, Adamu, did federal government give consular assistance to Ekeremadu while the trial went on? Was there a bilateral talk on the Ekeremadu's case? There are two principals that could have given them opportunity to be tried in Nigeria. There should have been diplomatic interface between the federal government and UK. And shockingly, President Muhammadu Buhari did not do anything. He didn't even call the UK or send representative down to UK for those things to be sorted out as expected. Unfortunately, that is where we are in the country. Some people may even attribute it that it's because it's from Southeast and all of that. Someone here said, Oga, they have laws in their land. This man went there and broke their laws. They have dispensed justice according to the law. Why are you complaining? I know this concept of the law working as it should is foreign to you. That is why you are shamelessly begging for clemency for such a heinous crime. Public embarrassment is no stranger to you all. I see. What a country. Well, issue is very serious, but I know very well that whatever that had transpired, the young man was also trying to see how he can take advantage of the situation. But it has been done. Let's see what the federal government will do now that the issue has escalated to a point of him serving jail time in the UK. Let's leave it there. Go to our conversation.